How's it going, Helldivers? And today I wanted to talk about something that I've seen a lot of discussion going on in the main Discord and the subreddit. I just thought I'd maybe give my 2 cents on the topic, and that is giving the Xbox Helldivers the access to the Malevelon Creek cape, the Super Earth cape, and I don't know if there's another cape that was tied to an event. I don't think there was a Meridia cape or anything. I do think Helldivers should have access to the review bombing and the press F to pay respect one that we had to do on Twitter when a tweet had to get a certain amount of likes. Those should be given out to everybody. I mean, those are just one celebrations of the game, and then overall just a freebie cape. But when it comes to the ones that are tied to important stories or important battles in the Second Galactic War for Helldivers, such as Malevelon Creek and the defense of Super Earth, I personally think those should be held to the people who were there. I know, quite an elitist take. I know it's going to be a little bit maybe a bit of a hot take, but to me personally, it just makes sense because that's kind of the way for people to flex their tenure in the game. It's kind of a visual way to represent that I've been playing this game for X amount of years or X amount of time or X amount of whatever. And I know a lot of people are saying, well, you know, I want to have that flex. I want to show that, you know, that I'm also a defender of Super Earth. And my thing is that one, there's going to be plenty of battles in the coming months and hopefully years for this game, that however long it lasts, that you will get your own cape. There is always an important battle going on. There's already 3 important events I could think of that would require us to be given a cape. One would be a march to Cyberstan. Another one would be the shrinking or extermination of the Gloom. There's going to be eventually times where we wipe out these factions from the galaxy. Those are all cape worthy that you'll get access to if you play the game when you're there. As well as just story-wise a little bit. Now, I do understand there is a little bit of a counter-argument to this that says that basically any of the Helldivers who were basically alive for those events are most likely dead by now, since if you didn't know, story-wise, every time you die and spawn back in you're spawning in technically as a new Helldiver. Now, I know that you're wearing the same gear and you're using the same loadout. That's purely there for gameplay purposes. It would be kind of annoying that every time you died, your drip and loadout changed completely. But overall, you are playing theoretically, or not theoretically, canonically, as a new person every time you die. So any person who was alive during Malevelon Creek, unless you've not died since Malevelon Creek, you're basically a new Helldiver. So that doesn't hold any kind of weight in what people usually argue about the tenure or veterancy of having that. But I like to say that these capes, while yes, they wouldn't be applying to the individual Helldiver that you're playing as, they're really an application to you. You are the Helldiver who was there fighting those battles and fighting those wars. And so for someone to just come in and get it for free, I just personally disagree with it on just a small level. I'm not going to get butthurt and say the game's dead and start review bombing the game like some other people who get mad over simple changes. You know, if they get access to the cape, you know, hey, they get access to a cape. What I know, I was there. All right, they know they weren't there. That's not going to hurt my feelings. But if you were to give me a decision, yes, I wouldn't let Xbox players have access to these capes, because there's plenty of new battles for them to fight where they can show off what they were there for and show off their, you know, flex their service record. I love it. I somehow ended the video recording. Okay, my bad on that. So to come to the end of the video, I just wanted to give one last thing, and that is I'm seeing a lot of people genuinely hate that Xbox players are coming to Helldivers 2. And it's mainly like the weird sicko fans who are still doing these cringe console wars in 2025. And respectfully, you need to grow up, okay? One, not only do you need to grow up, but I still do not see how you guys fail to recognize the huge market that having Helldivers come to our game will be for Arrowhead. They'll get a fuckload more money. And not only will they get a fuckload more money, that money is going to go towards the game, which means bigger updates, at least better changes, more time for content to bake, more support, because Sony's going to see that the game has more of a player base, and since the game has more of a player base, Sony's more likely to put in money towards this project, even though they've kind of had a record of kind of like treating Helldivers as like a middle child and not giving any love towards this franchise at all, but you know, that's besides the point. You guys gotta chill out a little bit, okay? I don't know why we're for exclusives. That's anti-consumer, and I'm all for the consumer. All right, games should be uniting people, not dividing people. Okay, and that's kind of it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Tell me down below your thoughts on the capes, and also on your thoughts on Xbox, the Helldivers coming to Helldivers, as well as if you're looking for people to play with, there is the 2nd Liberation Battalion. The Discord link is down below, and I'll catch you all next time. Be safe and don't drown.